and welcome to the news on AN24 TV, reaching you live from our studio in Lagos. I am Muyiluwa Olajide, the top story. Asiwaju Tinubu meets APC Assembly's current and past speakers and deputies over 2023 presidential ambition. PDP suffers from concession. Oil theft in Nigerian petroleum sector. US warns those who undermine Russia's sanctions. This and more after the break. The national leader of the All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, on Wednesday met with the current and past speakers and deputy speakers of the state assemblies who are APC members to seek their support for his 2023 presidential aspiration. Emmanuel Ijiola has the report.
The national leader of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, on Wednesday met with current and former state assembly speakers and deputy speakers who are APC members to seek their support for his 2023 presidential aspiration. Tinubu met with leaders of the state legislative arms of government during a one-day parley held in Lagos. Speaking during the parley, Tinubu described himself as that man Nigeria needs to take charge of the wheels of progress of Nigeria.
Show me how many of those running now could point to the fact that they have been governor, and governor of my caliber for that matter. A governor that has the vision, the courage of the mission, and focus on the lane.
Tinubu briefed the legislators about his presidential ambition and urged them to support him in his quest to becoming the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come May 29, 2023. Lagos State Governor Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu commended the lawmakers for desiring an interactive session to move the nation forward. He urged them as critical stakeholders to work for Asiwaju Tinubu's victory during the APC presidential primary and general election.
We know that you are the real foot soldiers. You are the ones that can go to your hollow chamber and pass on this message to all of your House of Assembly members. That yes, the man that we're all looking forward to had called all of us into the room, has identified the importance that you, the Conference of Speakers, the House of Assembly members, what you mean to him, and how important you are at ensuring that that which we're looking for comes to reality.
Other speakers at the event include former Nigerian ambassador to Austria and the United Nations, Honorable Jerry Igbokwe, Chairman, Conference of Speakers and Speaker of Bauchi State of Assembly, Right Honorable Abubakar Suleiman, former Speaker of Ekiti State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Adetope Ademiluyi, and his Anambra State counterpart, Rita Maduagu, among others, who unanimously agreed that whoever will be the president of Nigeria must be someone who understands the country. Emmanuel Ijiola, AN24 TV, Lagos.
The People's Democratic Party PDP presidential aspirants are having tough times reaching the concession agreement amongst themselves. Investigation by AN24 revealed that the concession moves by some top presidential aspirants were heading for the rocks, and that the party might have no option but to adopt either direct or indirect primaries for its May 28th shadow election. It was learnt that most of the aspirants believed they were in better positions to be the PDP presidential candidates, thereby creating division within the party. About 14 aspirants have picked the presidential forms sold at 40 million naira each. Also, the issue of zoning was another major problem facing the party. According to a top member of the party, the zoning problem would be resolved, but the concession arrangement will not fly. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC, stated that oil output dropped to an average of 1.24 million barrels per day from 1.25 million recorded in February 2022. NUPRC also stated that Nigeria lost more than 115,000 barrels per day to oil theft and vandalism between January 2021 and February 2022, which amounts to $3.27 billion worth of crude oil. It will be recalled that last week, President Muhammadu Buhari had asked the House of Representatives to adjust the 2022 fiscal framework to include an increase in the projected oil price benchmark from $62 per barrel to $73 per barrel, up by $11 per barrel. Buhari also asked for a reduction in the projected oil production volume by 283,000 barrels per day from 1.883 million barrels per day to 1.6 million barrels per day. United States Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned countries that are seeking advantage by failing to condemn Russia's heinous war against Ukraine. According to Reuters report on Wednesday, she said they are being short-sighted and will face consequences if they undermine Western sanctions. The United States and its partners will not be indifferent to actions that undermine the sweeping sanctions they have imposed on Moscow and Russian President Vladimir Putin over the invasion. She warned in a wide-ranging remarks prepared for an event hosted by the Atlantic Council think tank. That's the news at this hour on AN24 TV. I am Muyeluwa Olajide.